Here's Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 5.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Mitchell against Barton. And that one's good, Mitchell. He's got 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
At the end of one, a closely... And such a great story. Royce O'Neal, undrafted out of Baylor, played all over Europe.
Thinking back from where I started, overseas.
And O'Neal starting in Utah the last few seasons, and Greg earning a long-term deal.
Yeah, a quality 3-and-D guy. Like he said, he never gave up, and even now continues to play with that same hunger.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, the forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Utah Jazz last season was elite at both ends of the floor. Sixth Man of the Year winner Jordan Clarkson says, 3 things we've been doing well are playing fast, sharing the basketball, and defense. We're playing a fun style of basketball and just keep racking up the wins. Guys?
Well, they are fun to watch and a handful. D.A., thanks.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Whiteside, the pass to Mitchell. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Yeah, just not being as physical inside as they need to be right now. They're not creating the second chance opportunities that they did in the first.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gay's checked in for Eric Paschall. Bogdanovich comes in for Mitchell, and Mike Conley subbed in for Butler.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Gay. Banked in off the glass.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. Remember, they trailed after 1, but a great second quarter gives them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but, Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
And stolen by Barton. Outside Porter. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Murray for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. 5 to shoot.
Well, he wasn't a Burger Chain All-American or a one-and-done college star, but Donovan Mitchell's rapid emergence in the NBA has caught many by surprise.
You know, GA, the first rookie ever to lead a playoff team in scoring. He was handed the keys right away, but he's not satisfied. He still wants more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bogdanovich, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Royce O'Neal. And there's the pass to Mitchell. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Gay. Inside. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Gay, with no one around, gets a very good look and converts.
And we think of Donovan primarily as a scorer first, but there, fantastic pass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And so it's Denver, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So on the floor for Denver, the wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the 1. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
And it's sent back by Jokic. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Driving in.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
It's Gay on the wing. They grab their own miss. Misses from close range.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Jamal Murray.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the 3 ball is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Murray, and that one is good. Murray's got 35 in the game.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball, just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City, and the Nuggets will look to use it as they get ready to take the court. Before we get started.
Well, Brian, the loss of Jamal Murray derailed.
Yeah, we knew that. Thanks a lot, Allie. So here's Dallas's starting group. Jalen Brunson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. And it's Dinwiddie in at the power forward position. And for Denver, on the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And Marjanovic gets it to go. And what are the things the teams can afford to tinker with at this stage of the season, Clark, maybe compared to later in the year?
Yeah, Brian, I think still working on rotations. That's certainly something that you want to try to iron out early in the season. Make sure you have units that are working best together. So I think the rotation piece is probably the one thing that jumps out as being something you can tinker with at this stage of the season. Jokic was offered a multi-year deal in Europe back in 2015, but then had a horrible outing, and the team backed away from him.
Inside, and stolen by Jokic. To the paint. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Down low. Dinwiddie, no good. And here's Denver. Outside Murray. Jacks up a three. Counted from distance.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
To the inside, Doncic. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
He buries it from three. Murray's got 6 points.
Immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Doncic, no good. Murray against Doncic. And it's Denver with another.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
From deep, here's Doncic. The shot comes out. And so it's the Denver Nuggets, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the Nuggets here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Murray and Barton, the guards. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the four. And it's Jokic in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Denver, getting going in the second. A nice shot by Doncic.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And he says he needs to improve his game in a lot of areas. But you ask me, Luka Doncic is one of the most complete players you'll find.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, how do I put this? Nikola Jokic, not the most chiseled physique. He said when he first made the NBA, there were no muscles. None. Now I have a couple, he said. To be honest, I like being a little bit heavier because guys are pushing me. I need that weight. It's funny they say, quote, he's not even in shape. I'm playing in 80 games, and they still say it. Brian?
The Joker indeed, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Barton driving in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, Barton's an improving ball handler, and because of that, he's got more moves now that he can choose from when he's going off the bounce.
And Doncic, here we go. An easy 2 on the layup. Doncic has got 9.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And here's Doncic outside. Porter pulls it in. Murray for 3, fires in the triple. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He's been in the midst of some incredible games. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his team.
Oh, wow.
Get out
Come
the
on,
way.
with authority.
Really well done that time by Murray. He's got a lot more moves than you think and ball skills that are deceptively good.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Bullock. Now Dinwiddie. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive from Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned, and he's been at this for a long, long time.
Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
From deep, Barton. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Doncic with it. Checked by Gordon. Right side, Brunson. Marjanovic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Doncic against Murray. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Doncic's shot is good.
Boy, you know, Doncic, with his combined package of skill and confidence, that pull-up jumper is a real weapon for him.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets earning this break in the action, up 10. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
It's not going to be easy. easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense.
Jason Kidd getting everyone focused and amped up to take these next few minutes.
And an emphasis on forcing stops, too. Something Coach did very well back when he was playing. Let's see if they can live up to his expectations.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Murray to the middle. And here's Barton outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Well, you don't like to see Murray get on this kind of a roll if you're defending him now because he's creative, and once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down.
Down low. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Nuggets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
The chess match between these coaches just getting started. They face off 3 times, so we'll see how they both adjust when they meet later in the year against the Mavericks.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jamal Murray.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Kleba, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Bertans comes in for Powell. Green's checked in for Finney-Smith. And Hardaway is subbed in for Brunson.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Yeah, and I'm confident Coach was reminding everybody, don't foul at the start of that possession. Obviously, he didn't get the message.
Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
And, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Bertans with the bucket.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
So no problem for Denver as they get the win. All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark